with Jeff Sneider.
What's the deal with NBC and Jay Leno? We don't talk too much television around these parts, but with NBC essentially kicking Leno off The Tonight Show last night, I figured it was finally time to pay tribute to my favorite late night host. Listen, it certainly was not cool to be a Leno lover. Even growing up in Boston, which is Leno's hometown, this was not a popular opinion. I remember it led to more arguments between me and my friends than who's better, Radiohead or Bruce Springsteen. After all, I mean, David Letterman was considered the cool late night host. He was considered the better interviewer, and he had all the crazy late night moments. They all seemed to happen on his show, whether it was Drew Barrymore flashing her boobs or Farrah Fawcett losing her mind. Plus, Dave had those catchy top 10 lists where the number one answer was never that funny, but it was on purpose. I don't know. I never really got it. I know Letterman's considered the sarcastic cynic's choice, yet I always found myself gravitating towards Leno. I ate up his monologues like comfort food. I mean, he just knew how to tell a joke. In fact, that's all Jay Leno ever wanted to do, was just tell jokes and make people laugh. Over the years, he's been depicted as this competitive egomaniac who refused to keep his promises to Conan O'Brien. I never really understood why NBC was so eager to have Jay leave. I mean, he's been number one as far back as I can remember, and he's going out on top too. Sure, the demographics are shifting, and Jimmy Fallon's a worthy successor to the Leno throne, but I never understood why NBC would want to pick such a public fight with one of its biggest earners. When most of the country found itself on Team Coco a couple years ago, I sided with Jay. I mean, to me, it doesn't matter how old you are. If you have the best ratings and you can make people laugh on a consistent basis, you shouldn't be ushered out of your job. And that word, consistent, that's important to Leno's legacy. I mean, I felt like while Letterman's highs may have been higher, so were his lows. Jay has been reliably steady. I mean, you knew that no matter where you were in the country, you could turn on your TV at 11:30, 11:35, whatever it is, and laugh straight until midnight thanks to classic bits such as Battle of the Jaywalk All-Stars or headlines, which never got old. I mean, maybe it's because I'm a writer who's a stickler for proper grammar, but I love that segment. And with Jaywalk All-Stars, it was so great because, despite his airplane hangar full of cars, Jay really forged a connection with just the everyman, the sort of blue-collar Joe Schmo from Middle America who's taking a vacation in California. I mean, for Jay, it seems like it was never about the prestige of The Tonight Show. It was about having the largest possible platform just to tell his jokes. The guy's addicted to comedy. He does 150 stand-up shows a year throughout the country. I mean, that's not money. That's pure passion for his craft. And the last few years of rough press may have tarnished Leno's Tonight Show legacy, but to me, he'll always be a TV personality who I could count on to cheer me up when I was feeling blue. So in closing, here's to the Jay Lenos of the world who dare to be great and they fight for what they believe in. I'd love to see Fox or CNN make a play for Jay, but if he ends up driving off into the sunset in one of his cars, we'll still know that he had plenty of gas left in the tank. So congrats, Jay Leno, and good luck to Jimmy Fallon. You've got big shoes to fill, but I think that you're up to the task. This has been What's the Deal with Jeff Sneider. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheInSneider, and thanks for reading TheWrap.com.
What's the deal with Jeff Sneider?